Woo!
Met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. Blackest eyes. The devil's eyes.
Such sights to show you. We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, we're waiting. Rock and roll!
Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Huh?
Whoa. Huh? What's going on here? What are we doing?
Good morning.
It's Monday, isn't it?
Oh my God.
It is. Thank God for Monday. I think.
Say so.
Lining it up. Well, no one had it ready. Look at that.
No, I'm actually working on something else.
Getting it going. I got it.
Yeah.
Right here. Wait a minute. Or is it?
You're hosting.
Yeah.
Oh, am I? I didn't even know that. Well, hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Monday Maniacs. Let me get ready and proper here now, for God's sake, man. I think we need a reset.
Fucking amateurs around here to our show. Huh?
Let's restart. In the meantime, here's the Colonel.
Woo! Enough
Hey. All right, everybody. Welcome to Monday Maniacs. You love it. Look at this beard, though. It's taken a life of its own since then. I think
it has. Dude, this is what it's called. My barber's closed on Sundays, and that's the only day I'm off. So it's like I'm growing my quarantine beard 2.0 in again. I said, fuck it. I'm not going to put conditioner in it. I'm not going to put oils in it. I'm just going to let it fucking go and look as wild as I can. Sundays is when you're off, huh? Yeah, too bad it couldn't be Monday.
It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. My I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday.
Every fucking
Is that what you were trying to do earlier?
that's hell when you get to hell and she comes walking in and then drops that voice on you, and it's just you realize you fucked up.
You say that, but this is my thought when she comes in and drops that voice on me.
You can sit on my pole right now, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Haven't used that one in a while either.
And you'd be covering her mouth. That's all. I'm just trying to.
What else you got, gentlemen? We're fans.
Let's not. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. We got that opens up a door way more than we need to start covering now. Welcome to Monday Maniacs, ladies and gentlemen.
How about we just give her a peanut butter cracker or something? Will that suffice?
Yeah.
Let me know when you guys want to talk horror instead of Susanna Hoff's mouth.
Well, before we talk horror, okay, if you did give her a peanut butter cracker, it sounded a lot like this. Now I'm done.
All right. What is going on tonight anyway? Oh, yeah. It's 1988. A glutton of horror films to choose from for this particular show. It's going to be a good one, I think. Hopefully, you're going to get all your lists together. But before we get into all that, I think Crank has some things to share with us.
Oh, do I? You don't want to?
I don't know the speech. You got the spiel down. You never sent me the script.
I don't have a script. I just make it up I made it up once and then I just kind of halfway remembered it.
It's the routine. It's like the guy at the roller coaster park telling you, keep your hands in the cart at all time, fasten your seatbelts, keep your head back.
Right. If I could find the damn thing. Oh. No, it's over here. Keep talking for a minute.
Yeah. So what happened with your week today, Colonel? Did you have a good one?
My week or today?
Today? The week? Whatever's good, man. Nothing, huh?
Every day is the fucking same. The French overlords, blah, 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 blah. It's nonstop for the past year.
So what you're saying is every day is your worst day ever?
Yet. Or so far.
Wow.
I wouldn't say it's the worst day, but like I said, they all blend in and fucking together, man. It's hard to tell a difference. So if you're watching this and you live in the Cincinnati area, Northern Kentucky area, hey, places are fucking hiring. Come get a job so this dude can get a weekend off.
Look at him. He's unraveling, folks. Please,
I am.
For the sake of the Colonel's sanity, get a fucking job. Oh my God!
Why don't you get a job?
Is in the house tonight. Chris Faze is in the house tonight. Kiera is in the house. She's ready to go.
Kiera, thank you for ordering the shirt.
Ah, yes. She got it. She says right there, I ordered myself a Pride shirt. Can't wait for it. Her first DCS merch. Congratulations.
Yep.
Wait, you know what? Thank you. Patricia's here. She says, what?
What?
Andy is here.
Going off the rails moment.
Are we going off the rails?
No, that was probably what the what was about when we were going off the rails about Manic Monday and Susanna Hoff. So
Yes, I think she'd get this. She says we're funny. And then there's BK, way to be prepared. Well, it's just that's part of the whole train wreck, I think. You can't look away, right?
Well, and it also helps whenever somebody gives, oh, I'm going to change my list less than an hour before we go live. And
I had a unmistakable omission that had to be corrected, and I don't know what happened. I must have been tired last night when I finished that and sent it, but it had to be corrected. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. That movie is purposely omitted from my list for a reason. We'll get into that later.
I can't even imagine what's going on. Patricia says she's hiring. For God's sake. Kiara's got her list ready. Oh, we will get to it soon. And Patricia also says, "Wah!" Everybody say it. That's like, it's like when Pee-wee's Playhouse, when they used to say the secret word, everyone just yell out, "Wah!" Okay. Are you ready, Crank? To get
let me do this and get this out of the way.
The official documents.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching Death Curse Society. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Also, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and hit that notification bell. Not that bell. No. Not that bell. Not that one. This one. This bell. That's the one I'm talking about right there. Thank you. Yep. Nuns dying is always funny. Also, visit our website at deathcursesociety.com, where you can catch up on all the stuff that we've got going on, videos, fan film database, short film database, everything that's up, our podcasts and such. Join the society. Become a member. You can become a camp counselor, a crazy Ralph, and a final girl or guy. This works a lot like Patreon, except we don't have to fuck with Patreon. It works that way. So check out the perks on there. Visit our shop. We got all kinds of stuff in there. We got our new Pride t-shirt that we're doing this month. We got a new one coming here probably next week. I'm waiting to iron out some details on paying the guy for designing this for us. I'm waiting for the check to clear before we start selling the shirt, basically. I just want to make sure he gets his before we get ours. So, and then check out our podcast on Spotify, Anchor, Pocket Cast, Castbox, other places out there if you listen. And if you don't subscribe to Death Curse Society,
Burn in hell for this, you'll burn in hell!
that's right.
No, you won't.
Speaking of members, let me thank our current members right now. The list keeps on a-growing. Special thanks to our final girls and guys, Chris Faze, Lorena Faze, the mother-son duo, Christy, Luke, and Tyrone. Thank you, folks. Our Crazy Ralphs. He's Tyrone. Our Crazy Ralphs, Angelo, and Peter. Peter's our newest one. Welcome, Peter Anthony, the writer-director of Roseblood, a Friday the 13th fan film that's coming out this November. Appreciate you guys supporting the cause. And then, of course, thanks to our camp counselors, S&M, or S. Michael, and Dave Smithson.
Yes.
Thank you, folks.
We do have high hopes for the Roseblood. That looks good. They got some alumni coming back for the actual fan film. So that's always cool. Yeah. We're going to get into that shit later when we get closer to release. Also, all those members out there also enjoying the Red Crank Report early bird version. Mm-hmm. Available now if you are a member. Coming soon for the rest of you folks. Just get ready for that. Pretty fucking good, man. You're going to get all the dirt, all the info on The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. But the reality behind it, the real people that were there, other people telling their accounts of the story, family fucking members, it's all in there. And then you can walk out and make your decision. Boy, I need a cough button tonight. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Sounds like a smoker's cough.
You gotta have one of those tasty beverages laying around to quench
Sailor J.
No, it's a little too early for me and Sailor to get together. You don't want this show going off the rails like that.
No. There, Tricia says Red Crank is right. Nudden deaths for the win. Oh,
That's right.
Tricia. Heidi ho, DCSers. S. Michael in the house. Welcome, brother. Welcome. And then Patricia's asking if we heard about the movie Censor. Funny, you should mention that.
Yep. We have a segment coming up on our next episode about at least the trailer.
Yes.
We weren't able to see the movie yet, but because it's in limited release in the theaters, and none of us really live close enough really to those limited theaters.
And right, and apologies on the Queen of Spades review, but somebody dropped the ball and gave us the wrong date on demand. Oh no, it wasn't available yet. It's not out anywhere. There's nowhere to see it. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit. We will get to it when we have access to it. But for now, nothing.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I was ecstatic that it was not available.
Yes. Here was me when I heard.
I'm like, it's not here. Then I saw their text. I was like, ah.
Yep. I was looking around, and then after I realized we weren't going to have to watch it, in addition to the other 3 movies we had, this was the sound heard in my room. So happy.
Yeah. Well, for those of you that aren't members, I am going to be dropping that Conjuring deconstruction video probably tomorrow. And getting that out there. But we are kind of backed up on videos. I've still got one more segment from 318 to drop before we can start dropping 319.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
It'll be there.
The weeks need to be longer, man.
Yeah, we need another day added to this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
They're long enough. They're long enough.
All right. Tommy Click in the house. What's up, dudes? What up, Tommy?
Hey, Tommy.
Welcome. And the Sloppy Horror Podcast.
Sloppy Horror.
Child's Play. Oh, boy. You might be... hopefully it doesn't piss off some people. I don't know if Child's Play made everybody's list. I can only speak for my own.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Everybody's got a different opinion.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong answers here.
Some of the choices I made were from the heart, man. So I don't know. We'll see. Because there was a couple on there that I was kind of like, how am I got this on my list and this not on my list? So, yeah. 88 was a bitch, man. There was so many. How many did you have? You say you had like 15 of them a couple of days ago? You were like, yeah, I don't know what to do here.
Yeah, dude, I literally worked it down to 15. And to be honest, my top 10, I'm still not happy with it. Because it could have been totally different tomorrow and next week. I was like, I got to submit something.
This is clearly a list that can morph and change as the days come and go, man, for sure. I'm like, you know what? I was wrong on that. I'm going to go ahead and, bump it up. But fuck, man. It was absolutely, it was a bitch. This one was hard. As good as the movies are available to choose from. 88 was a good fucking year for horror, man. What are you doing, Crank? Go ahead.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just observing.
All right.
I'm just observing.
So, BK, is it okay that I'm taking my husky out to shit while watching this? It's very appropriate. Perfect.
We are great dog walking, shit picking up and listening.
Tricia says, great name for a horror podcast. I'm assuming she means the Sloppy Horror Podcast. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Sloppy Horror.
Okay.
Who goes first, me?
Yeah, we guess we can get started. Since it is a longer list, we decided, we've thrown it out. We're breaking it. We're usually 5 with 3 honorable mentions. Tonight, so many fucking to pick from. It's the top 10 from 1988. And Red Crank will do the honors and start us off with the first list.
Yeah, coming in at number 10.
See, I don't think I do that much. I don't know.
You don't, but you sure as fuck do it for 5. No.
We're going to look at the tape and see what we can come up with.
We're making the greatest hits, making high-fiving sounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Red Crank.
I hate both of you right now. All right. Number 10 for me on top 10 of 1988. My list is a little nostalgia and mostly quality, at least for me, the quality of film, like the ones I like the most. There's not like there's no hidden agenda here. Let me just put it that way. But number 10 for me is, yes, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. Now, one of the reasons I hold this movie a little bit higher than it probably should be on this list is I won a copy of this movie on VHS from a radio station trivia contest back in 1989. I guess it would have been by then, by the time it came out on video. And I think I got like a T-shirt, which I could probably still have, a VHS, a poster, a couple other little trinkets. And yeah, so there's a little bit of the nostalgia that I was talking about. But yes, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, number 10 for me. Number 9, and I'm going to try to rock through these. So, you know, like you said, we have 10 to go through each. Again, another piece of nostalgia. And I need to watch this again and see if it holds up. But I remember watching this all the fucking time, like when I was younger. This would have been early teens, mid-teens when I would have seen this probably the first time. But The Lady in White. And I'm kind of shocked that didn't creep into one of your lists at least. I'll be honest. The only thing I can remember about this right now is that Lucas Haas was in it. And I thought he was a pretty damn good little kid actor back in the day, in the 80s. I need to find it again and watch it. I actually did look for it today, but I didn't want to buy it for $15 digital. I'm a cheap bastard. Well, and I've spent a lot of money this last week. So, number 8, though, Pumpkinhead. I did rewatch this one recently. Terrifying, Jesus Christ. And Lance Henriksen losing his son in that accident is always a good catalyst. Something like that is always a good catalyst to start off a horror film because it gives the movie a little bit more heart, I believe. So Pumpkinhead, number 8 for me. Number 7, a little bit different take on things here, I think. The Serpent and the Rainbow from Wes Craven. Bill Paxton in probably one of the creepiest roles that he's ever done.
Pullman.
Pullman, excuse me. Yeah, Pullman. Thank you. I saw Colonel's disappointed look for a second.
Huh?
But yeah, still one of the creepiest fucking roles of his career of all fucking time. And Wes Craven. I mean, when Wes Craven knew how to do scary in the 80s, he kind of, I don't want to say he lost his touch. He just changed his motivation in the 90s, in my opinion. But this was another one of those, and I'd like to see this one again, too. But I remember this one freaking me out in the late 80s and early 90s. Number 6 for me. Got to scroll up. Yes, it did make my list. I know we had discussed how it might not. But yeah, Friday 7, Lar Park Lincoln. This is another one that this is the one that Roseblood is going to be kind of piggybacking onto and continuing this story. I had to have a Friday movie in my top 10 at least. I'm kind of shocked it didn't make it into the top 5 because these are probably the movies out of everything that I have watched multiple times, like so many goddamn times, it's ridiculous. And no, this isn't the best one in the series by far, but you got to mention the introduction of Kane Hodder and the cops are coming to arrest Colonel for giving me that nasty
You guys
look.
my alibi. I was with you guys from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. today, all right?
We've been broadcasting all day long, okay?
There you go. So yeah, Friday 7, number 6 for me. Number 5, this one goes out to you, Sloppy Horror. Yes, Child's Play broke my top 5, and I'm kind of shocked. But the reason being, it introduced us to pretty iconic horror figure, maybe not your favorite. Maybe, yes, you could just, football punt this fucker across the room and escape every time. But I get it. But he's still one of those kind of upper echelon horror icons. So, and the inclusion of Brad Dourif as the voice was just pure genius. I cannot think of anybody else that could do that role in the 80s. You could have cast a ton of different people, but Brad Dourif was perfect, and it made that film and the series altogether, kind of what it is. Number 4, finally, we get to a little bit of elevated horror, but Cronenberg's Dead Ringers. As I said when we talked about this movie during the Cronenberg episode we did a while back, I didn't appreciate this movie for what it was when I saw this in '88. I remember watching it and thinking, this is just too weird for me. But then watching it a few months ago as an adult, holy shit, this movie's good. And there's a lot of layers to it, and that's the kind of movie I really like. Not necessarily always in horror, but, if it can mix with horror, fuck yeah, bring it on. I'm all about it. Dead Ringers at number 4. Number 3, The Tall Man is Back in Phantasm 2, baby. Probably one of the best part 2s of all time. Possibly better than the original? I would say yes. In my opinion, I would say yes. This one is just too fun. And, it pretty much continues the story right from the first one almost, and I love that. So, number 2. Stop it. Where is it? There it is. That's right. Number 2, The Blob. Now, as Phantasm is probably one of the best part 2s, this is probably one of the best remakes of all time. And if you've watched this show before, that's hard for me to say because I fucking hate remakes. And normally I'm not even big fans of sequels. But The Blob is great and a nice little introduction. Well, not introduction, but horror introduction at least to Shawnee Smith and Kevin Dillon. Fun shit.
As Lorena would say, that perm on Kevin Dillon. She's all about that perm.
All about that perm. All about that perm. And if you don't know already, it's fairly obvious to most of you that have watched this more than like 2 or 3 times. My number 1 is obviously Halloween 4. In 1988, when they were thinking about bringing Michael Myers back after the original, 10 years, they couldn't get Jamie Lee. John Carpenter basically wanted nothing to do with it. Everybody was just kind of like, no, we're done with this. We're moving on with our life. They figured out a way to do it. And I thought this was a good way to do it without those people attached. Introducing, a niece as Jamie Lloyd, played by the lovely future ex-wife crank, Danielle Harris. Yeah. So I thought it was great. Now 5 and 6 went completely bass-ackwards, I think. But 4 was a good start to what could have been a good continuation of that story without completely dismantling the original storyline that had been built in 1 and 2. And that is my top 10.
Wow.
Thank you.
Good list, sir. Good list.
Yeah.
I could have swore your number 1's going to be Twin Peaks, though. I was shocked.
That was 1990.
Yep,
Wow.
didn't come for a couple more years.
1990.
He can still make it fit. I'm sure the creator of the show was thinking about it in 1988. So,
David Lynch released a very, very short film that Twin Peaks was based on in '88. That's my number 1.
All right, I'm going to get through some of these lists that are popping up on here. We'll go with Sloppy Horror first since his is up here. We're going to go 1 to 10, it looks like. He says Child's Play for him. And then number 2 would be Night of the Demons. Child's Play was the best film in his opinion. No wrong answers, though. It's, of course, right. It's open. Ick's in the house, folks. Woo!
Woo! What up, Vic?
Here we go. Let's see. Part 4 is underrated. Okay, hang on. He's Nightmare on Elm Street 4 was his next. This is jumping on me. I think.
Or I think he was just commenting on Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
He may just be mentioning stuff as it gets listed.
Okay, let's get that out of there then. And that's all we got of his list. My bad. I thought it was all accumulating as we were going. All right, Patricia, you're up. And thank you for putting it all on one post. Killer Clowns from Outer Space at 10. Number 9, Phantasm 2. Number 8, Hellraiser 2, Hellbound. There you go. Number 7, They Live. Number 6, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master. Is it The Dream Child, that one, right? 4?
No, Dream Master. 5 is Dream Child.
5 is a child. Correct. Number 5, Critters 2, The Main Course. Number 4, Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers. Number 3, Ghoulies 2. A lot of 2s in 88, wasn't there? And then number 2, Night of the Demons. And number 1, Beetlejuice. Yeah, man. Why
Yeah.
not? Absolutely. All right.
Beetlejuice should have probably been on my list, but
Should probably been on all of our lists, but I don't think any of us did that one. Spoiler alert.
nah.
Ick says, Serpent and the Rainbow, the nail in the nuts scene. Oh, my God. Yep. He wanted to hear him scream, man. Fucking A.
Thanks for the reminder, Ick.
She's got her list up. Child's Play, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Halloween 4, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Friday the 13th, The New Blood, Poltergeist 3. There you go. Some love for the high-rise horror. That was pretty good. Sleepaway Camp 2, Night of the Demons, Pumpkinhead, and Edge of the Axe. Honorable mention, Beetlejuice. See, I'm not surprised that's showing up out here. It's totally fine.
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong with it. Besides, that was a nice fucking model.
Yeah. Edge of the Axe, Kiera, nice pull there.
Yes.
Patricia's other honorable mention, Waxwork. Yes. It's funny. I had the outline of that tattoo, but now it's been morphed into other shit in the over the years, so it doesn't resemble the waxwork anymore. Okay.
She hit Tyrone's.
There it is. There it is. Number 10, Beetlejuice. Number 9, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Number 8, Child's Play. Number 7, Pumpkinhead. Number 6, They Live. Number 5, The Blob. Number 4, Phantasm 2. Number 3, Hellraiser 2. Number 3, Halloween 4. This is fucking crazy with the numbers all on the front and the back. And number 1, Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Very good.
There was Tyrone, Patricia,
Tanya.
and Kiara.
Tanya's got 5 here. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Beetlejuice at 3, Child's Play at...
Beetlejuice at 4.
Yeah, Beetlejuice at 4, Child's Play at 3, Halloween Part 4 at 2, and her favorite Friday the 13th ever, Part 7, Carrie meets Jason. Of course.
Huh.
All right. Here's... Here we go. Number 10 for so we got Child's Play, just for being so iconic. Number 9, Nightmare 4, The Roach Motel. Number 8, The Blob, Shawnee Smith, so hot. Want to touch the hiney? Number 7, that's him saying that, not me. Pumpkinhead, love a good revenge story. Oh yes, that thread is wonderful in that fucking movie. And Lance Henriksen doesn't get enough credit for that fucking role. Let's face it. Number 6, Serpent and the Rainbow. Story behind it is freakier than the film. Fucking voodoo is fucking real, folks. Believe that. Damn. Number 5, Dead Ringers. Gynecological instruments for operating on mutant women. I was, yes. Hi, Crank. We see you. Kilroy was...
I'm trying to do my best Kilroy right now.
Number 4, The Nest. Favorite bug movie. Great gore. Number 3, Phantasm 2, Scary Balls. Honorable mention, Halloween 4, Scarecrows, Friday 7, and number 1, Hellraiser 2. Get them off me! Okay.
Maybe we need to explain. We are only ranking like 1988. So
yep. Take a look.
If you throw a list up at us that has like multiple years and even multiple release things like TV, movies, blah blah blah. 1988 movies. That's what we're talking about.
It's cool. His let's see. His number 1 would be didn't come out that year, so I'll just call it Phantasm 2 for Tommy Click. That's the closest to your number 1 that happened that year. All righty. Crank is done and out of the way. What do you think, boys? Should we check in with Y&O and see what's up this week?
Oh, God.
Again.
Sure.
The fans want to know what's up with Y&O, okay? Just get used to it. For God's sake, man. As you know, Y&O was very much active back in 1988. And as always, we have proof. Yes, the many faces of Bruce Campbell. Maniac Cop. Yes, I know that was Maniac Cop 2, but I couldn't find a good scream for Y&O and Maniac Cop 1 from 1988, okay? The same concept, just go with it.
No. You're fired.
Tremendous.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Colonel hadn't been fired in a while either.
I know.
I've been purposely admiring the Colonel's work as of late, so he hasn't warranted being fired.
I never warrant being fired.
Lorena's in the house! Dogs. She said, my list got nuked when my computer crapped out on me in the middle of class earlier, but I'll try to recreate it quick. All right.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Kira, there you go.
Mashup.
There's another one from 1988 coming that I think is much better than that one, so we will see. I can't wait. Patricia, that Robert Zadar. Oh, yes. He's, you want to talk about like a double chin. That guy had, you know what I'm saying?
Blockhead chin.
Seriously, man, this is just to set it on. There was a block of cement, that old thing. Oh, yeah. Well, Colonel, you're up, sir.
Ho, saving the best for second. I see.
You thunder stealing prick, you?
Yeah, I know. I'll save you some. And I even purposely hid my list from you.
I had no idea when I posted mine publicly to both of you. So how would I have known? If we do match, this is simpatico, and I'll say it again, great minds think alike.
Okay, now, as I mentioned before I get started on my list, even looking at it now, some movies I like to add, some movies I like to take away, reorganize these on a different list of 10, but it is what it is. Pretty much, I had two factors when making this list. Nostalgia, and which ones I've watched the most in recent years. That's pretty much what it boiled down to. Well, if I'm watching them more than the others, they're obviously, I like them more than some of the other shit that came out. So there's some obvious omissions. One, I will argue, is not a horror movie, which is why it's not on my list. But I love it. But it won't be on my list, and we'll find out later. So coming in at number 10.
Fired before this is over.
Just saying, it's a sci-fi movie, not really horror. Coming in at number 10, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. What is there to say about Killer Clowns from Outer Space? I've never been said before. It's a great, cheesy-ass fucking movie. It's just a fun watch. It'll knock your block off. Just saying. Coming in at number 10. You guys like this. Get them off of me. You fucking right. Especially when they come out of the bed. Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. People are like, whoa, why is it so low on your list? Because honestly, this is where I'm going to get food and trash and vegetables thrown at me. I like Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, better than Part 2. Just saying. See, that's controversial. That's what I'm saying. Controversial. Fucking hot take right there. Granted, this was a good movie. Fuck you. Did a good job setting up the backstory to Pinhead, Hell Priest, before I get anybody saying, oh, it was on his name. So there you go. But yeah, it was just how easily your Cenobites got disposed of was very disappointing.
So you like Part 3 better than Part 2?
Yes.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
No.
I'm sorry. No. All I heard was...
I'm saying, was there a Cenobite fucking disc jockey fucking shooting CDs out his fucking face at other people? No, there was not. All right. Did I see some... The 8-year-old me see some girl getting fucking plowed from behind one? The hell's this? In Part 2, I did not. The 3 held high regard for some certain reasons. I don't know why. So anyway, fuck that. That's not enough. Coming in at number 8, Night of the Demons. Honestly, probably should be higher on my list. But I'm a ditzy bitch and just had to throw it in at number 8. Yes, I'm going to be stealing lines from all these movies.
I actually just watched this today for lunch.
Like I said, it's a pretty bad movie. Like, really, if
it's
you watch
awful.
it's awful. But that's why I like it. I just want to look good for the boys.
Got some good looking effects in it, though.
Eat a bowl of fuck. Let's party.
I'm telling you, I'm going to fucking...
Oh, Patricia.
Eat that fucking shirt.
Hold on, Colonel. Here you go.
I'm saying 3 isn't that bad, okay? If we ever, I don't want to say too much because if we ever do decide to rank the Hellraiser films,
I'll be playing this first.
Mystery. That would be a fun one because honestly, anything after 4, I can give a fuck less about. They'll be like the kinds where I'm like, oh, just throw them in however you want. This is the way I put them.
That's what I mean. That'll be the
reboot.
We're gonna have to sit through all that shit and watch them all. Again.
When the reboot comes out, maybe 2022, we'll probably have to.
We will, indeed. But that's another year and a half away. So, coming in at number 7, Pumpkinhead. Great fucking movie. Again, not the best. Lance did a good job. I thought he did better in the movie Stone Cold. Not really. I'm full of shit. But, yeah, I mean, the death of the child and the revenge movie, was there not to like? Now, the Pumpkinhead movies, we rate them, I'll be honest with you, only the first 2 are worth talking about, and that's mentioning 2, the other ones, fuck them.
Yeah.
But the first one, fucking classic. Coming in at number 6, oh, God. I really didn't even want to put this on my list. But I've seen it enough times where like it has to go in there somewhere. Halloween 4. Look at that mask on that cover. Boy,
yes.
That's sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. What happened?
It doesn't look like that in the fucking movie. It just...
It's called clip art from earlier movies, and they just copied and pasted it in there. That's how
I know, but that's not a good enough excuse, okay?
Dude, I was so fucking excited when I saw that was coming. I mean, you have no idea. That was, to me, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened in horror ever at that time. It's probably 87 when they announced that. May even have been Fangoria magazine.
Mm-hmm.
No, you'd be a little wrong. I'm just saying it's, again, I'm not saying out of the Halloween sequels, this one ranks pretty high. But that's only because the majority of the sequels are fucking shit. Like, even the kills in this movie don't really do much for me. It's just better than the majority of them. And like an idiot, every October, I watch this movie 3, 4, 5 fucking times because it's on TV. And I'm like, fuck, I was going to watch Halloween 4. And I watch this fucker all the time in October. So there you go. We can't crack the top 5, but we can crack the top 6. Speaking of top 5, who better lock up your wives and daughters? Number 5. Because he's on the prowl tonight. Maniac Cop. Fucking awesome. Fucking Maniac Cop. Come on. Tom Atkins. They built Bruce Campbell like Bruce Campbell's in this movie. That's how I first seen it because my love for Evil Dead. I was like, Bruce Campbell's in this? Oh, shit, I gotta check it out. And he's kind of in it.
He's kind of in it.
He's kind of in it. But it doesn't matter because we got fucking Atkins all over this motherfucker. That was enough. It's like, okay. Number 5. Right there in the middle. It's a good one. That's where my list starts getting a little weird.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Kind of. Coming at number 4. I wanted to stay away from the fucking sequels. I really did. But I don't think this movie's as bad as everybody says. Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. This has nothing to do with Rosewood. It just literally, I enjoy Part 7. It comes in.
It's a fun film.
It is fun. It's a fun watch. And we get introduced as Kane Hodder. We got Jason. And I'll fight anybody and tell you right now, Ted White's the best Jason. But Kane is the more iconic Jason. Obviously, he played him more than fucking once. Had no choice but become the iconic Jason, but he did do a good job.
He did fine. But you're absolutely right. Ted White is the best Jason.
Hands down.
Scariest. He's scariest. Tell me he's not the scariest Jason out there, folks. Ted White from Part 4, final chapter. Sorry, he is. That's intimidating.
Pretty good.
Yes.
By the time we got to Part 7 here, I accepted the fact that Jason was no longer going to be scary to me. You know, which kind of happened in 6 anyway. So,
yeah. Speaking of not scary, but boy, would I love to fucking go on a fucking LSD trip with a parasite attached to my fucking back. Coming in at number 3, Brain Damage. You know,
Nice segue.
Even 3 years ago when we first started talking about this, Brain Damage might not have even made my top 10. I'll be completely honest. I seen it and I was like, okay. When I was younger and kind of disappeared, no memory of it. Joe Bob was like, hey, we're showing Brain Damage. And I was like, oh shit, I haven't seen that movie in forever. I'm like, holy fuck, I like this. Again, 15-year-old Colonel, okay, it was a forgettable movie. 35-year-old Colonel, I dig this cheesy piece of shit. I like it. I like it a lot. I've seen it a few times since then, and the Arrow video has great cover art. I wish I would have set that out so I could be like, oh, look, check this out. This is awesome. Then coming in at number 2, boy, I really need to perm up this beard. The Blob. This is just a fun movie. This has been one of my favorites from '88 since the first time I've seen it. I could watch this movie easily once every month or two. I fucking enjoy it that much. I think it's just that good of a remake. And it's got great gore, decent acting, except that annoying ass fucking kid. Well, that's all the '80s movies is fucking annoying little brothers running around everywhere causing trouble.
I don't know, but that one in Night of the Demons bothered the shit out of me, even though he was in like literally 2 scenes.
Yeah, he was really annoying. And who else is really annoying where he did not make my list because his movie did not make my list? Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
The retelling of Return of the Living Dead.
he couldn't act either.
That fucking kid. He's almost as bad as the kid in Maximum Overdrive.
Oh,
I almost watched that tonight. Or today, too.
No.
Return of the Living Dead, too.
it's like it's him. I'll consider your entry right there for Return of the Living Dead 2, but also the little kid in The House by the Cemetery, man.
Man, he might not have been that bad. It could just be the fucking dubbing.
Nope. I listened to an Italian cut. Like, just to hear what it was, he's quite annoying in that, too. Not as so much, but it's not much better either.
This should be a list that we do sometime down the road as most annoying kids in horror.
Jesus Christ.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah,
There you go.
Everybody knows my number one though already. If you've been watching,
Well, dude, everybody knows my number one for most of the lists that we do every time we do a week.
Yeah, it's Twin Peaks.
it would be fun though, and we could vent some shit out, get some venom and hate out on these guys that almost ruined some of our favorite movies.
You know what though? If we do that, I will not wear the red hat in the honor of the redheaded kid from Maximum Overdrive. I will purposely wear a different color hat. Did not give away your answer.
Oh, every time I you know what? I fucking woke up. It was on TV, the movie Maximum Overdrive. It was right at the fucking scene where he's trying to decipher the Morse code. I
No.
All right, well,
hate this person.
speaking of Morse code,
Yes.
this movie has nothing to do with it.
That's true.
And I'll be honest, this is kind of in the forefront of my brain because the extended X-rated scene on this amazing fucking Blu-ray set that I got a couple years ago really bumped this movie up my list. This is going to be in the top 5, but this bumped it up to number 1 because that scene is fucking sweet. The adventures of the tall man continue in Phantasm 2. Me and Crank he might not agree with us, but me and Zag are on record saying this is probably one of the best horror franchises out. Every movie picks up where the last one left off. It's one long, continuous fucking story. Granted, I'll be honest, I haven't watched Ravager yet because I don't really want to ruin Phantasm for myself. I own it.
Listen,
haven't get to watch it.
I would consider you, like myself, on the more intelligent side of the Phantasm fans. Not trying to be arrogant or pompous or anything like that, but I don't think that Ravager will ruin it for you because it's hard to say, man. It's all going to be how you take it. It's all going to be how you take it
eventually. It's like fuck, man. But like I said, all those Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Phantasm 2 I've been going to because that fucking extended X-rated scene. Oh. This is awesome. And then get my sock out. I wish I had one right now. Dry off the old brow.
Well, hey, I'm on record as saying as such that Phantasm is a better series than Nightmare on Elm Street. That's kind of like the main one there. I really would have to put it up against like Friday. I don't know. If you put the whole Friday series up there, it loses many points when you start getting to 7, 8, 9, and up there past 7, let's say 8, starting with 8, Manhattan. So I don't know, man. I like the cohesiveness of Phantasm, especially through those first 4. It's fucking fantastic, and they're fucking shooting these things a decade apart.
It's
Fantastic.
fucking sweet. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm not even going to try to follow it up. So I would say there's Colonel's top 10 list as of today. Get with me tomorrow of 1988.
All right. Wait.
Yes, I was lining that up there. Wow. Yeah, Colonel. I mean,
I beat you.
we got some trivia. No, I just saw you moving, so I decided I'm not going to do it so we don't have the activate, deactivate. A little trivia from S. Michael. They repurposed the costume masks from Killer Clowns for the trolls in Ernest Scared Stupid. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe!
See, now I did
I
not
like the
know that.
old. I like the old NBC PSAs they used to do at the end of every like sitcom or whatever. The more you know.
There we go. Very nice list, Colonel. Some hits there. Some
Thank
hits.
you. Some hits, not a lot.
Great list, Colonel.
Thank you.
Lorena says, this is not exactly what I had before, but I originally had to power down from 22 movies. So, yep. Oh, man.
This one was fucking tough.
Ick says, Colonel and Zigzag like the balls. I'm down. Wait a minute.
Hold on. No. Wait. No. He's talking about Phantasm.
Yes. Fantastic. Silver, gold. And
It's
back to
different.
Lorena's list. Number 10, Pumpkinhead, featuring Blossom as one of the Hick kids. I did not know that. What's her name? Miriam something or other? Wait a minute. You just jumped up 10 of them here. God damn it. Number 9, Sleepaway Camp. Number 2, featuring Angela. Number 8, Ghoulies 2. Number 7, Child's Play. Number 6, Party Line featuring Leif Garrett. Well, that goes without saying. Number 5, Halloween 4 featuring Danielle Harris. Woo!
She's on my board somewhere.
Number 4, American Gothic. You know,
she is.
that's a good pull, man. And I remember going, I'm not going to like this fucking movie. It's going to be stupid, and I liked it. It was pretty good. But did I like it enough to put it on my list? We will see. Number 3, Bad Dreams. Number 2, They Live featuring Roddy Piper. Sorry. And Leanna Quigley did not 1, but 2, but 3 movies in that glorious year. So, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers featuring Samantha, Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowl-O-Rama featuring Spider, and Night of the Demons featuring Suzanne. Wow, man.
Yeah.
That's why
Very
Lorraine
nice.
is required. Yes.
Lorena? Eventually, I will put that Lennon Quigley interview you requested like 2 years ago together for you. I did not forget.
That should be out. She's hot again.
Mm-hmm.
Lorraine, I was pleasantly surprised by American Gothic. Yes. That's what I mean. I was just kind of like, God damn it. I wanted to hate it, and I just, it's better than it than the premise would let you to believe. Durante says, Halloween 4, hate the mask they use, but I thought the film was well done. Yeah, that's the thing. And now you hear that they were going out with white clown makeup and kind of touching up the mask here and there, and it looks greasy at times. It looks wet.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
And what sucks is right when this came out, I went to this costume shop and I bought, it was called the Halloween 2 mask, from Don Post Studios. And, it had kind of the blondish hair, but it didn't look anything like, it was like in between the original and that Part 4 one. Did not look like any of them, but, that was the best we could get back then. Shit, now you can spend $100 and get, looks like it was used in the movie.
Yeah, no shit.
Lorena is here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and she all out of bubblegum. Thanks, Ick.
Damn Skippy.
Whoa, seriously? I haven't forgotten either. I really want to see that interview, Colonel. Yeah, get on it there, slacker.
That was in the past couple. I don't even want to hear it, motherfucker.
All right.
Like I said, Colonel's Crips take some fucking time, okay?
Man, they're award-winning pieces of fucking material. They need to be perfected and cooked. We will be getting one soon.
So you do like the Nightmare on Elm Street, Zigzag Zone every fucking month. Boom, 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 boom. I'm kind of like Phantasm, where it's every decade. Crank's like Psycho, where you get the first one,
Like
you wait
years,
like 30 fucking years, then you get another.
Yeah. Then I'll get another one.
No.
Speaking of the Zigzag Zone, I know I revealed last week that I was going to do The Thing double featured with Terrifier. After I've been breaking down the Terrifier footage, I realize this motherfucker is strong enough to totally stand on its own and will do so. So the next Zigzag Zone will be exclusively on the Terrifier, and we'll get that out. So when I'm going to need help from you folks out there, we need something to pair with The Thing. I spun the wheel. I went random of just gory movies. I came up with 3 at random. And 2 of them, I was like, what the fuck? But I've got High Tension, Nightmare on Elm Street, and finally the third one. Oh, shit, I'm going to gap on it now. What is it?
There's no so damn good. I'm making knock over your empty mouth.
But I forgot what it was. I said I spun the wheel. It wasn't my... here it is.
You're making this up. You didn't spin no.
Nope, it's right here. I'm looking at the thing. The picture's loading right now. So I'm putting up a poll. I need you guys to vote. We're going to pick the second feature for The Thing, and we'll get on it here. Jesus, come on, man. Maybe not.
You missed while you're looking for that, let me know when you get it. You missed a couple of comments way in the back. Patricia says, I have a Zadar story, super drunk, taking one of my friend's guitars, singing on a patio at a horror con.
That's awesome.
But that would be fun. And yeah, Patricia said she liked Hellraiser 3 also, and so did Tyrone. He said I like Part 3 better. S. Michael recommends Amputation. I like all of my limbs. I'd rather keep them, but thanks for the offer.
Is he drawn for Def Leppard?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good God. You had to bring that up, didn't you?
I did.
Lorena says, hey, I like Halloween 4.
You would.
Of course, I like Halloween Resurrection. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. The third one was Hatchet.
Hmm.
I can't believe I didn't forget that. But High Tension, Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, or Hatchet. It's going to be what's going to be paired with the Thing on a future Zigzag Zone coming up after the Terrifier one, which is almost complete. So keep an eye out for that poll on the web pages. Please vote and vote often, and we'll get a winner. There's a lot of gore in all three of those. I mean, like I said, some of them I just wanted to be completely random, so I did a random generator. I threw like 7, 8 names in a hat, and that's what I came up with to pick from. So let's get it done, folks.
Fair enough. Duarte mentions, I love Phantasms. Those films kicked my ass in the best way possible. Ick says, oh, hell, Zag, about to take the glasses off rant.
Hey, that's my fucking gimmick.
That's Colonel's bit.
That's a Colonel gimmick. Patricia says, my favorite thing about Brain Damage is Zacharel doing the voice of the parasite. So, yeah. Very cool.
All right.
I think that caught us up mostly.
I think I can rip through my list here real quick. It's mostly stolen, but there might be 1 or 2 on there that we haven't seen yet. So, without further ado, yeah, I love hosting. This is when you get screwed on everything. But wow, I'm surprised at the placement actually of some of your guys' choices, man. That's
I think everybody's surprised at their placement. Their placement, like I said, my placement's going to change in a week from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's too many fucking movies.
But I felt really good about this list after I completed it. I went, yeah, that's how I feel. But I'm like you. Like tomorrow, I could wake up and go, oh no, I should move this up, this down. But anyways, here we go. Number 10, no list can be complete when you have the opportunity to add a Fulci film to it. You do it. So Zombie 3 is on my list. Yes, I understand he marched about 3/4 after the production had started. He left. He had butted some heads with some of the producers and said, fuck you. I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
They consulted him on things, but somebody else did a lot of the opening shots and a lot of the like there's a big disposal scene where they're kind of disposing of corpses, and none of that was Fulci, but it is what it is. It's a Fulci. Originally, it was going to be released in 3D, never got done. They realized, the studios said, this is not any of the magic that was Zombie or Zombie Flesh Eaters or City of the Living Dead or The Beyond or even House by the Cemetery, and it is what it is. It's a nice watch. There's a couple of good moments in it, but overall, man, it can't hold a candle to the other zombie films in that franchise. Number 9, Night of the Demons. These guys pretty much covered it. It's a good watch. Very cheesy, not great acting, but has a couple of good effects in it as well. And, is 88. This is my fucking list. This is my memories of where it put me when I went to see him. That's kind of how I always do my list. You know this. Number 8, Maniac Cop. Yes. Bruce Campbell build in it. Top build on the fucking DVD and posters and everything. But
yeah.
Funny how he's not quite there. But still, man, I love that character. I mean, shit, he's spawned sequels and comic books and all kinds of things. Huge cult following for the Maniac Cop. Rest in peace, sir. Number 7, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Yes, the mask on the poster these days I feel is pretty much the best thing about this movie. I accept it as part of the Halloween franchise. I love the fact that it got it started again. But man, there's a lot wrong with this. Can you imagine if Jamie Lee Curtis had come back for this one? There was a big to-do to get her in there. And she straight up said, no, I'm not doing this. I mean, she was still pretty much, I would call her A-list at that point still. A little bit before True Lies, I think. Fuck, it was. It was well before then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice game, early 90s.
94, somewhere
Yeah,
there.
early 90s. So, yeah, she was years later before she realized she needed to do another Halloween. Number 6,
I realized she needed some more money.
more money. And, somehow all of a sudden that money comes and the integrity of the script dramatically increases.
Well, she went to a convention and then was like, holy shit, maybe I need to actually cash in on this. Oh, you guys want to make another Halloween movie? Yeah, my price just went up.
And now she's done it and almost done the same role twice in a way, but it's okay. It's all right. We're back on track, hopefully, with Halloween Kills. We will see. Number 6, this is where the controversy hit me today, and I had to call an audible and get Crank on the line and yank one out and put this in its place. Out of my list, The Blob. On my list, John Carpenter's They Live.
No,
Colonel, get in there.
Movie.
Some say it ain't
But
horror.
it's not a horror movie.
Your freedoms being stripped away and enslaved. That's enough of a horror reason for me. And that's why it's on this list. And fucking Rowdy Roddy Piper. What else do you need? Enough.
A horror movie? That's what I need.
I'm going to push the button. All right. Number 5.
If you push that button, will it shut up those kids in the background?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Number 5, Lance Hendrickson, Pumpkinhead. This is the one I always get this confused. Stan Winston did this creature, correct? Or did he do Rawhead?
No, I think he did this one.
Rawhead Rex was like the British counterpart to Pumpkinhead, kind of, They came around at the same time, and Stan Winston did Pumpkinhead. I got it. That's it. But yeah, man, it's a good watch, a great fucking revenge story, and then, realizing you fucked up and unleashed something that you shouldn't have and dealing with it. Very cool. Like this movie a lot, man. And does it hold up? I don't know. It's nice. It's nice to walk that and reminisce once in a while with that one, but it's not one you need to come to every single year, every Halloween, let's say. Just be like, oh yeah, Pumpkinhead. Yeah, cool. Throw that on. Number 4. As you need a Fulci, you also need a David Cronenberg entry on your list. And Dead Ringers is mine. Gynecological mayhem. Enough said. These guys kind of already went through it, and S. Michael put it much more eloquently than I could. Even that word, Get back over there. I'm ready to go to number 3.
I'm here.
All right. Wes Craven. Yeah, I got all the big shots on my list today, man. The Serpent and the Rainbow, bringing voodoo to the forefront, and lots of disturbing behind-the-scenes shots of actual rituals going on kind of surfaced and were quickly buried because people realized some shit was going on, and nobody wanted to fuck with the voodoo anymore. So the shit's real, folks. It's out there. And if you've not seen that movie, scary in a different way, but very cool and effective. Yeah. Number 2, and boy, did I go back and forth on my 2 and 1 over and over and over again. This, like Colonel says, could flip-flop, but right now it's not. I'm still holding it as I had it. The Tall Man, The Ball is Back, Phantasm 2 at number 2, because it is I didn't like the fact that Mikey's different. It's a different actor in this one.
Right.
But they got it right. They got him to come back in the next one. And it was funny, even later on, there were rumors of duality universes and having both Michaels in the same movie. I thought that would have been cool, but we never really got that. Phantasm 2, folks. I saw it the first time in a theater on a hit of Double Dome Purple Microdot Mescaline. And it was amazing. I think that's probably why I love The Tall Man so much. I had an experience there, man. It was wild.
Wow.
Number 1, it should be pretty obvious. And Colonel's assessment, I just can't get on board with it all. It's not better than Hellraiser 3 is not better than Hellraiser 2, Hellbound. It just isn't. I understand the Cenobites got dispatched very easily. I don't care. It's still a better story than what happened in 3, in my opinion. And for 1988, at least today, Hellbound sits atop Zigzag's list for 1988 with a finger to the colonel.
Well, 2 fingers to you, because you're wrong on 2 of those fucking movies. Just saying. I will fall on that fucking blade. I love They Live. Oh, it is so a horror movie.
Ziggy?
A tale is old as fucking time. Sorry.
For 8 or 9 of the movies on your list? For those the other two or one of them?
No.
Especially Zombie 3. I
No
feel like
love for Fulci, man.
exactly. Let's say Fulci is what got that on at number 10.
The fucking guy was fucking 8 years away from his death, and you can't give him a little love on a fucking list from one of the last movies he made that was
All right.
kind of okay.
As people will see in one of our reviews coming out in a few days, to be fair, I'm guilty of this as well when it came to a film we recently reviewed.
Yes, you are. Both of you
I
are.
got love based on who the fuck it was. I'll be honest.
I was talking about that with Ziggy afterwards. I was like, I'm really surprised you guys rated that as high as you did. But I'm not only going to pick on Ziggy, though. Lorena says, They Live So is a horror movie.
Yeah!
So does even Tyrone. They Live So.
Family.
Here's what
Family turning on you now.
Zag, fuck you. Tyrone, fuck you. Lorena, fuck you. Crank, you're cool.
I'm staying out of this.
I said I will fall on that sword. That is not a horror movie.
Keep
David, man.
Keep that in mind, Ziggy.
You
He
do
called
that.
me cool. He called me cool.
Yeah, it's the first time in like a decade he's heard that.
Dick.
He's heard it at least 18 times in the past week or two.
James says Video Violence 2 is a decent sequel.
What up,
Check
James?
that one
Welcome.
out. Yeah, you're late.
Yeah. Come on,
Yes,
man.
Michael says, yes, Stan Winston did Pumpkinhead and directed it. Only film he ever directed. Kind of a shame.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I think there was nothing technically wrong with it, like that.
Wow. James is quoting Serpent in the Rainbow. Don't let them bury me. I'm not dead.
What a hook for that fucking trailer, man. Are you kidding me?
And it was on the poster, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it worked great in the trailer. Definitely.
I hated
James
Bill
also says
Pullman till that movie showed up.
Yeah. James says Phantasm 2 has some chainsaw action. Lorena says, really need to watch the Phantasm movies again. Just don't remember them that well.
Just creepy weird.
God damn it.
More weird than anything.
Tommy says Serpent in the Rainbow has a killer sex scene. I don't remember that, but I'll put that.
Yeah, I think there. Yeah, I think I know what he means.
Okay. James says Pumpkinhead is a fine piece of Southern Gothic. Tyrone says, nice pull for that list, Zag. 3 is better. Oh, no, it's a horror movie.
It's not.
Peter, there he is. Can't believe Friday the 13th Part 7 was not number 1. I want my Roseblood Magnets back.
All right, I deserve that, man. And hey, what it is got nothing to do with the future. I appreciate it for what it is. These are just the movies from '88 that I go with that give me memories and I love and stuff. And I don't hate Part 7. It's number 11. That's all.
Number 11.
Don't let him lie to you, Peter. He hates Part 7.
Well, he was talking some shit about the movie before we went live on the air.
I just said it's Carrie versus Jason. That's all.
He's like, the 2009 remake so much better.
Oh,
He
my
said
God.
Kane-
Words in my
Kane
mouth.
Hodder is so overrated.
Both you guys. How about this?
Fuck you. How's that?
James, man, just because you showed up late doesn't mean you have to catch up, but he says the brain is fun. Just watch The Nest. Zombie 3, anyone? Yes, we got a little Zombie 3 mention in there.
Oh, I don't want to see the next comment.
Oh, yeah, you don't? I'm going to Living Dead Weekend in Monroeville, 1985 edition next month. Greg Nicotero and Linnea Quigley will be there.
I know, and listen,
I think Ziggy's making the trip.
I'm trying to get someone to go with me because I need another set of hands to accomplish what I need. So I'm working on it. There's no promises just yet, but I want to. I'm open, so I can get there. I need someone to come and be my hands and stuff. That's all.
And this is my pilgrimage.
It is.
This is my Mecca, and I can't go.
He can't go, man. He's working too much, and you got to put family first, man. That's just the way it is.
What is that weekend? Is it the first
July
weekend?
4th weekend.
Second, third, and fourth.
Yeah. If it was, no, I can't do it.
A Day of the Dead and Return of the Living Dead reunion panel. Oh my God.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I
wish I could, but
Like I said, dude, it's literally like 4 hours from me. I can get to Pittsburgh in fucking 4 hours.
It's like 9 for me, but I'm still willing to go. That's the thing.
it's like 18 for me. But if it was not the first weekend of the month, maybe I could make it. There you go, Colonel. I don't know. James says, I don't know if I would consider They Live horror.
You're cool too, James. You just made the list.
Patricia says, great list, Zag.
The creatures alone in there make it. They're trying to take over, man. What's the matter with you?
You mean the aliens?
The aliens.
Okay. I'm not sure whose point I'm proving with that, but aliens.
You're
are
playing it
sci-fi.
pretty fucking down the middle. You're like,
He's like right down the middle.
yeah.
Because if I was a politician, I'm tremendous. All right. James says, had work and then watched the movie. Well, thanks for coming in, man. We always appreciate
We
seeing
appreciate
you.
it.
It's anytime.
Lorena says, great list, Zag. Good to see They Live on there. Peter Anthony says, no problem. All right. Thanks, man. I'll tell you more. I'll tell you more of the ways he was shitting on part 7
Oh,
later.
fuck you, man. I can sit here and talk shit about part 7, and either way, plot-wise, plot points, I know it front and back. That ain't the point. Don't you guys fuck with me, man.
Patricia, oh shit. I don't want to post. I don't want to say this. Patricia says, I would help you, Zag, if I wasn't a cripple.
Oh, that's not, and I'm not asking for anybody to drop what they're doing and come and hold cameras and shit for me and keep people back while we're shooting stuff. I got a couple of guys that we do work with when we go to these things. And, usually it's me and Colonel, we can handle it. Or me and Crank, we can handle it. Or the three of us are there. We definitely got it handled. But, it's up
we
in
go
the air.
multi-cam.
Just know that I desire to come to this a lot. So, who knows?
No, to be fair, Patricia mentioned this to us like a month or two ago.
Hmm.
And I mentioned it to you like, oh, man.
Yes, but then I went actually looked at the event and what they're doing and how they're laying it out, and I was like, God damn, man, this is.
I know. Then by then, people schedule vacations, this and that, and it's just like
being at that mall. And,
next year.
And then the cemetery's close to there too, isn't it? Where the Night of the Living Dead and all that happened. I think so. That would need to be visited as well, and some pieces shot there. So yes, we got all this shit. It's planned once we get there. Fuck, believe it.
And I'm so going to let someone tackle me. I'm going to fall on a fucking tombstone.
We can shoot that.
Bro.
S. Michael says, great list, everyone. 88 was a solid year for horror. I was 13 and couldn't get enough. I remember loving The Howling 4 back then, but watching it later, realizing it was Pony Loaf. James says he would do it if he was closer.
Yeah, it's like I said, I'm not requesting anyone join us like that, just because, frankly, it's not a lot of fun when you got work to do. You can't really take everything in like you would like to normally as a fan at a con.
A mix says hands for a human centipede cosplay. No, and especially not with you, Mick. No,
Listen. If you're going to do that,
I've seen your hairy ass before. No.
You're going to need a couple of inflatable things interlinking the chains there if you have any hope of that being done. I just don't know anybody. Well, maybe Ick. He might be down for something like that, but
Don't call out our fans.
and just saying, he's down to get the word of horror out there at any means necessary.
Oh, good God. Dylan says, great list, everyone, but I don't know about Hellraiser 3 being better than 2. I mean, would you say it's better than Sex? Dylan, welcome back, man. We haven't seen you in a while. Hope
How you doing, buddy?
Going fine up there in KC.
Crypticon's coming up.
Not a lot is better, so that's not a fair comparison.
Patricia says,
you can tell him he's wrong.
there you go. Yeah, exactly.
Dylan, you say I'm wrong, you're fired.
Patricia says, come visit, damn it.
Oh,
They also have a museum, and yes, the cemetery is close.
Dude, they got a fucking mannequin of the fucking boiler room zombie and all kinds of shit, man, at that fucking mall. I want to go.
Yeah,
But
see, even James says the Monroe thing. The Monroe thing.
Yes.
Do what, son?
I see this as an opportunity to get months of content. That's what I'm salivating for. And I'm a little selfish. I'm a huge fanboy of both those fucking movies. So.
It sucks because I'm supposed to be off that entire weekend. Like, yes. Then I literally have a vacation like 2 weeks later. And then we have Horror Hound a month and a half after that. It's like, fuck.
Oh, I know. If I do this, it's going to be completely on my credit card, the whole thing. Yeah, all of it.
Our membership prices may have to go up.
Yeah, right. Just an increase on membership fees.
Why are T-shirts $35 a piece now?
Who the fuck they think they are?
You think they're white rags? What the hell?
You think you're fried rags? That's funny. Hold on. God.
Oh, Lord.
How far is the trip?
He's looking it up.
Jesus Christ. 16 and a half hours.
16 for you. Yeah, so it's 9 minimum. 9.5 probably for me.
Yeah. No, I am not making it.
That's a hike.
It's a hard no.
It's still up in the air for me. Like I said, I'm talking to a couple of buds around here that might want to, get down and guerrilla style, just blow right in there and get all we can get and come back, be home before Monday.
Yeah.
Mm.
It would be good if you could go. I mean, I know it would be good if somebody else was able to go with you to help out because, when I go to Oklahoma City and I'm by myself, that's a bitch to, because a lot of it is, hey, can we do an interview? And then they're like, yeah, when do you want to do it? Let's set it up for this time, this day, this place, And then when you get there, you have to set up everything and lock it all in, and that's it,
Oh, I know it.
It'd be much easier if you could just be like, hey, hit this we're shooting this right now. Turn that on. Let's go.
And that's, when we get those IDs a lot, that's how we do it. We kind of walk up, hey, do you mind doing it? They're like, yep. Like, oh, Colonel's already standing there with the camera, or I got the camera, he's got the mic, and boom, we're off.
I was by myself when we got the first ever one. Damn.
Glorious. Daniel Harris, the first DCS ID.
And that's when we didn't have shit. It was literally just you're watching this. Watching what? Because it doesn't exist. But,
You talk about a room full of erections, though, at that moment. Jesus Christ. Did that make me feel good seeing that?
Yeah, it did.
And plus, just realized, we need to get everybody to do this. And that became my fucking mission.
And we've gotten nearly everybody to do it. We got like 40 or something now, I think.
Yep.
Ick's throwing his little devil face up there, He likes being mentioned. Faye says, Google and Wiki says They Live is a sci-fi thriller. I haven't seen it to my memory, so I'm unsure. You're about to piss Mama off. James says, Colonel could have a savage weekend. That's right.
Oh,
good.
She already chimed in. She says, Faze, I'm going to give you a copy of They Live. It's my maternal duty.
She has several, like 6 or 7 just laying around.
I believe it. And Dylan, Says Crypticon is coming up. Terry Kaiser from Friday the 13th 7 and the upcoming Roseblood will be there, as well as Phil Fondacaro from Phantasm 2. And he says, I'm going to love the cosplay I have planned. Well,
oh, baby.
Bitch.
It's going to have to be.
Here's the thing. I think we're going to have to miss Crypticon this year. Because you've got OKC like either a week or the week after or two after. And then you've got that Pennsylvania thing the week before or 2 weeks before, I think.
And then, Horror Hound is coming in September, and it's just it's a lot happening. Plus, as you kind of know, Dylan, we got to sit down with the boss of Crypticon and get some things clear before I'll feel that we're able to do what we do. Because they had some issues with, and it was over some dumb shit, and we can almost tell the story because it's about to be revealed what it was. And once that shit goes public, I'm fucking going public because then it don't matter anymore. And I'll tell you the whole fucking story of why there was a slight rift with Crypticon. We love them, and they fucking do a great fucking show. We definitely want to go back. We want to hit the fucking Minnesota and the Seattle as well. But got to get them shit square with the brass. And once we're all cool with that, DCS is coming back to Crypticon, baby. Count on it.
Yeah. And yeah, if we could go in there and do what we are invited and welcome to do at every other convention, yeah, we'd probably be there. But not sure. That's coming up July. I think I just looked at it. July 16th, through the 18th. So
it's a hell of a fucking comment. It was a fucking blast, and thank God we went because we got to talk to the late great Sid Haig before he passed. It was a couple of months before he passed too. Fuck, I mean,
yeah, literally.
He didn't look great, but man, the guy signed his autographs. He did a great ID for us. We'll have to pull that up and get that up on there again. So he just
That's
said,
how you can see me.
You're watching Death Curse Society. That's why you can see me. And he bugged his eyes at us. To me, that was the most alive he looked the entire time we were walking around.
All weekend. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Maybe you should hit up again and just, hey, what's going on?
He said, he told us when he starts the planet, when it was, for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got to wait till then. It's in the fall. And then we'll reach out again and kind of figure out where we're all at.
Yeah, because he never reached out to you when you reached out to him about it.
Not at first, but later on, he accepted my friend request on Facebook now, and we have a line open. So it's just waiting on us to. But I knew we weren't going to be ready with the COVID and everything, so fuck it.
Right.
So, nothing against that, and it's not even a big deal. It was a fucking misunderstanding, and if the fucking dude can just realize that we are a help and not a hindrance to what he's doing, I understand he kind of feels like we're stealing the valor or the glory without doing any promotion for him or anything, which wasn't the case. For fuck's sake, man. We talked about that shit for 5 fucking months before we went.
James says, no crypt in the con. That's good. Dylan says, I've heard dozens of bad comments about, and you're not alone. The guy, listen, I get why he came at us the way he did. He did hear us out, and he did allow us to finish. No, he didn't.
Well,
no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Good enough. Listen, because if they really wanted to stop us,
here's the thing. He didn't hear us. Okay.
If they really wanted to stop us, they would have had those fucking gorillas all over us, stopping us from setting those cameras up. That's the bottom line. Because and yes, their presence was felt. Believe it, we felt it. But they didn't really mess with us, aside from we were doing a quick cut-in, a live cut-in, and they made us move away from the celebrities, not point the camera towards the celebrities. That was the only time after we interacted with the boss that they actually kind of stepped in on us.
Well, that's the only time they stepped in on us, but they were following us around like
we stole something.
Exactly. The entire next 2 days. So, you said
it is an interesting story. And,
It is.
and once the issue at hand, what it was all about, comes public, which it will very soon, I'm thinking probably by the end of this summer, believe me, we're going to tell the whole fucking story. And then you might even be like, that's it? You might be completely disappointed by the time we get there. Who knows?
Right. But you said he heard us out. I beg to differ on that because while we were discussing it with him, we were pointing out we've been doing promo for this con for 6 months. We've been talking about it. We did several videos before we even got here. We're putting your name and everything. And everything he kept responding back to was the same two things. Like, and that's it. So I'm like, no, you're not hearing me. This is what, and that's why I just stopped talking to him and kind of like just step back and let you deal with it.
And I think I diplomatically did the best I could with it. And in the end, he did back off. He shook my fucking hand, and they allowed us to finish the weekend. Now, that last panel, which would have been a Devil's Rejects, two of them, Bill Mosley, Sid Haig, and then Michael Berryman was in with them.
Berryman was there too, yeah.
Yeah. We were going to go in and get that one, but I had to hit to the airport to catch my flight back to Michigan. But I have a gut feeling that one was going to get shut down for some reason. They were just
There's no way they would let it.
They were waiting for us to come to that room, and then we went to the exit instead. So I mean, and I'm confident we can get this all shaken out and partner up with Crypticon. We'd love to be a sponsor and get involved in
Absolutely.
Crank and I practically moderated their goddamn panels for them. You know what I mean? The guy they had there was really cool, and he would launch it and introduce it, get it started. But then once it got going, that's when you need to step up, maybe ask that question to get the fucking talent going or throw it to the crowd. And it came to us. We were the ones going, well, okay. And I shot a question. Frank got a question. All right, I'll go again. No one's saying nothing. Frank's got another one. Go ahead. Crank's got two. We're all over the fucking panel videos. Us. So, I mean, we can do that for them and make it even better. That's all we want, man. More horror for everybody.
Right. But if you are in the Kansas City area, July 16th through the 18th, Crypticon, go and check it out. It's always a great con. They got some good stuff going on up there. We may not be there, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't go there.
It's a great con. It's one of the better cons that I've been to, and I've been to a lot of them now. It's definitely a good time.
Another one that breaks my heart that I go to every year, minus this year. No, you may proceed.
Oh, okay. S. Michael says, anybody who wants to go to Days of the Dead Indianapolis, July 16th through the 18th can crash in my finished basement. I have some lotion in a basket. PM me.
It's Jergens. It's the good kind.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed at his finished basement wouldn't be last year because of COVID, the year before last. Well, I went to Days of the Dead Indianapolis.
S. Michael?
Oh, wait.
It was weird. He told me to tuck my wiener and everything. I was like, dude, what the fuck's going on? But it was a free place to crash, man. I wasn't complaining.
Hey.
Thanks for putting the kernel up.
Yeah, I had to sit down when I peed. It was fucking
I'm sure we'll be back to Indianapolis for Horror Hound at some point, or Days of the Dead, one of the two.
James says, haven't been to a horror convention. I would have gone to the one in San Jose a few years back, but the fires up north caused it to be canceled. Yeah. Definitely get out to one, man. They're fun. They are a trip.
And dude, let me tell you something. You're going to be walking around with thousands of like-minded folks. That's the coolest thing for me because you can fucking get a combo going with fucking anybody about anything horror, and you can go all day with it, man. It's fucking great.
Oh, just waiting in lines to get signatures or getting to like a vendor area is like, oh, that's cool. You're looking at each other's like memorabilia and checking each other's shirts out, and
it's so cool.
Automatic conversation starter.
So chill, man. So good.
Yeah. Patricia says she lives 30 minutes. Oh, damn it. She lives 30 minutes away from Monroeville Mall.
Oh my God. Jealous.
And there's also a convention in November called Horror Realm Con 2021. We'll look that one up. I haven't heard about that one, I don't think.
Send me a guest list. Let me see who's on it.
Yeah. And she says, you guys can crash at my place as well, but my house is small. And Dylan, back to Crypticon for a second, he said the security there definitely seemed legitimately like something out of a horror film towards you guys.
I just, on Sunday, Crank was kind of, recuperating from the night before, and I was in there.
I was recuperating from barbecue. Don't make it sound like I was fucking drunk.
I'm just trying to make you sound cool, dude. That's all.
You asshole.
But anyways, he was outside recovering from this monster. What'd you have? You had
I had like a 4-meat plate.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Came out and you said, "There's no way you're going to eat all that," and that's not something you want to say to a skinny guy like me, because I will sit there and eat all that.
2 hours later,
you didn't give him a time limit.
No, but I will say I had probably a top 2 hamburger I've ever had in my life while he was eating this thing. Of course, I ate mine in 10 minutes and just sat there and witnessed this. I was like, "Where's it going?" As he shoveled all this food in. And then we argued about Whitesnake with the staff there.
Song, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you boys enjoyed that, because we're going to taste some of the best chili in the world. I use the term chili loosely because it's not what people consider chili. Crank, because I know Zag's going to fucking pussy out. Oh, I don't eat chili. I don't want to.
I am going to try it. I told you I would try it. I'm going to try it.
No beans, dude, and I'll eat it. I don't like the beans.
Let's say get a 3-way. It's spaghetti, chili, cheddar cheese.
That's horrid sounding.
It's fucking delicious.
Anyways, when we were up there,
we'll get you the Rose's pizza.
Yeah, La Rosa's pizza. That's the good stuff. Nice flat pizza there in Ohio. That was pretty damn good. Unless you bought it at the con where it had been sitting for 4 hours.
I fucking warned you. I wouldn't buy that.
I know. Yeah, but Crypticon, they had their little yellow security guys. Well, not so little. They were kind of hulkish, but everywhere. And then we walked over to get a water at one of the vendors. It's in a hockey arena. And as we just went halfway around on the concourse, 4 guys over here, 2 guys over here, all looking our way. It's like, he's like, Jesus, what the? You're right.
Because you guys didn't have the DCS version of the fucking human tank with you.
Yeah, we needed the bearded menace there to fucking ward off the fucking other bearded menaces. Maybe you could have spoke to them in their language.
I would have. You hungry? Good beer. Grab a bite to eat.
All right. I don't want to bash on Crypticon no more. Like I said, I don't have any ill feelings. I just want to fucking go to it, and I want to be able to share the shit we see with other horror fans that can't get there. That's all.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not bashing it. Like I said, I told people if they're in the Kansas City area, go check it out.
Yes, it's a fine con. It's a fine con. It's worth the money. It's reasonably priced, for fuck's sake, out of all the cons.
Yeah. Patricia says Danielle Harris, Kane Hodder, and Mangled Dick expert Felissa Rose will be at HorrorRealmCon.com. So that's the one that we need to add to our list.
Never met Felissa Rose, but obviously we have the epic panel with Kane Hodder and Danielle Harris from Crypticon.
Right. Felissa's going to be at Oklahoma City. I do know that much.
All right.
Kiara says I've never been to a horror con. Well, that
must change this.
Needs to be corrected. Yes.
You know who else has never been to a horror con?
Wino?
That's right. Sometimes
we got the twofer.
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes it's there and it's all laid out for them. Perfect.
I just love how then it's like you hear the what? It cuts off.
Oh man, those are so much fun. The fucking great Wino. He knows and sees all.
Maybe one of these days we will find him and get him to a con. How epic would that be?
Well, just sounds like you just a fifth of Wild Turkey and the Thundercats theme and shit, man. We're good to go.
So I already found him once in a ditch. I poked him in the eye with a stick. He was definitely dead.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Patricia says Tiffany Shepis will also be there. Yeah, we're going to check that out here in just a little bit. So, damn it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you guys are fucking jamming the comments up here, man.
Andy said, did anyone mention Black Roses tonight? Sorry, multitasking. I do not think we did.
I don't think we did. Even in the comments, I don't think it was.
Came across.
Yeah,
that'd be 12 for me.
Ick says, the cult of wine. Oh, shut up with your 12. Jesus Christ. Lorena says, I've never been to a con either, between kids and working myself to death. Well, jump in the car with FaZe and meet us in Cincinnati.
What the fuck? I can't believe Wisconsin wouldn't have something once in a while somewhere. Milwaukee or something. Doesn't have a horror con?
Yeah, the beer, cheese, and horror.
Jesus Christ.
Convention.
The cheese and horror convention.
Cheese and horror.
Fuck it, I'd go. Dr. Kane Highway eating a nice piece of cold cheese. So.
James says, going to check out Black Roses soon. It's on Shudder. I'll look for that.
You know what? It is where I just saw that shit too when I was going to get to amusement park and caveat.
Lorena says, Andrew, are you on a call? Get out of here.
Yeah.
And Kiara says, I want to meet you guys at a con one day. We're
No
the closest I think. Yeah, the closest I think we're going to be to New York is Cincinnati right now.
No, we
all three of us, but
we see the awesomeness that happens in New Jersey and around that area.
We're going to make it there.
Well, it's not if, it's when. That's all.
Right. We will get there eventually. It's just not sure when.
Hell yeah, because the great Angelo Mariano, has said come to New York. And
yep.
Some vino, for God's sake.
Oh, and he's definitely going to point me in the direction of a good Italian place in New York City. That's for goddamn sure. Because I had to find a good one after you guys left Indy that last time we were all together. Tyrone says, Conjuring 4, Wino made me do it. Now I have to make a commercial, a promo for that.
Speaking of New York, I thought this was my best New Yorker impersonation and yelled at these fucking rednecks screaming outside, like, shut the fuck up, I'm recording. Like, some people looking over like, what the fuck are they yelling about?
I keep seeing and hearing a little bit of something going on out there, but who knows? So did we get a vote on what the double feature would be?
I'm going to put a post up with an official emoji vote. So we'll have all three of them. You guys will have a couple of weeks anyway to figure it out. Vote early, vote often, and we'll find it. So I threw some other ones in there too, and I was kind of like, damn, man, I did it legitimately, though. I just pulled the first three that popped up. First one up was Elm Street. I was like, come on, man, really?
Yeah.
But Hatchet, I'm like, all right. And then that High Tension, that has some shit in there, man. There's some good fucking gore in that one. So that's probably the one I hope wins. But I don't want to influence. Just pick what you guys want. I also wanted that Skull. I did watch Skull, the movie. That was in your choices a couple weeks ago, and you guys picked what'd they pick instead?
Yep.
Fuck, what was that called?
It's got that stupid
I was
name.
worried about.
So good, we forgot the name.
Yeah, we liked it too.
There you go. Z.
Crashed us. God damn it. I crashed us.
Wow.
So,
I tested it.
We told you all the time. I tested stuff in there too and got it shut down. That test is worthless.
That test doesn't work. You got to do it on your own personal page and share it privately. So let's just wrap it up and call it a night.
Damn.
Colonel, send them out.
Well, for the people on YouTube that stuck around letting us know. Speaking of which, keep your eyes peeled on YouTube. It's got a bunch of great content coming your way. A little bit of a spoiler. You got probably not much of a spoiler because it's already been put out there. We got reviews coming for George A. Romero's Lost film, The Amusement Park, as well as Caveat, both available on Shudder now. And tons and tons and tons and tons of trailer reviews. Whoo, boy. The end of the month, beginning of July, is going to be a lot of fucking movie watching. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, man. And traveling.
Yeah. All right. Ziggy.
Sorry for crashing the stream. I love Wino, but he's becoming a bit of a problem with this, so I don't know. Maybe it's time, folks. Maybe it's time. We'll see next time.
Shorten the clips.
Yeah,
longer and longer.
Reverse the clips.
I wanted the double
Reverse
yellow.
the clips.
Yeah, I'll reverse the clip. I can do that. I did do that on that one on the rear window, and it worked. So, just get so I did these late today. It was after 7 when I was working on them. So I'll take full responsibility on this one. My bad.
All righty. Well,
Thanks for
watching, everybody. The few members that might be left. Appreciated our final girls, Chris, Lorena, Christy, Luke, and Tyrone, our crazy Ralphs, Angelo and Peter, and our camp counselors, S, Michael, and Dave. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening, and we shall catch you next time. That's the wrong video. Wait. Shit.
Where?
Next
There
to
it
the
is, I think.
yeah.
I got you. Have a good night, folks. See you next week when we are covering the top 5 fathers in horror. So join us on Monday Maniacs
Father's Day.
next Monday.
Follow.
God damn it.